This is the Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless 4, and yes, you get what you actually expect from this name. So let's get straight in with sound quality, warmth, great soundstage, and all the details you expect are there. Let's make it even clearer, this does not have to hide behind any of the other top players, and in my opinion is even better than what the likes of Sony, Apple and every other 300 Euro Earbud manufacturers can actually give you. And if you want more, this time around, you get the same control over the equalizer as with the Momentum Force and some sound personalization if you'd like to take it even further. I mostly used what Sennheiser presented me as the default setup, and I'm very happy with it. It's still not as good as my personal favorite in terms of sound quality, the Euro Earbud Pro, or as they are now called, the Denon Pearl Pro, but they are getting very close. But let's hear it for yourself. Here's a comparison binaural sound quality recording with the TWS 4 and the Euro Earbud Pros.
Seeing you in sundress season got me all up in my feelings for the old days, old days. I've got the summertime blues, thinking about you and me, and the way that it used to be.
Now that we get the most important part of every review out of the way, let's get into everything else, starting with ANC. It's great. It's probably not the best, but my god, it's good enough to block everything that could get on my nerves whenever I'm traveling somewhere inside a vehicle on tracks. And it's also adaptive ANC, which I normally don't like that much, but it does a good job in deciding to up and down the noise levels, making my music or the podcasts I listen to more enjoyable. The transparency mode, on the other hand, is also really good. Again, it's not the best, but up there with every other company that claims to have great transparency. It's natural enough to talk to other people without problems. And in combination with the app, you can specify dedicated zones in which you want more ANC or more transparency whenever you enter. It works flawlessly so far. Speaking of flaws, the Momentum 3 were prone to bug out quite often when connecting to different devices, and over the last couple of days of usage I haven't found any kind of connection issues. Sennheiser is saying that they changed the internals on the TWS 4 to make sure that they don't have the same problems as their predecessors. And while overhauling the internals, they also prepared them to be future-proof, which is great. They added Bluetooth 5.4 compliance, as well as an update in the near future, which will give them Bluetooth LE as well as Auracast, which isn't relevant yet, but could get very interesting in the future, as this could allow people to listen to music together in public spaces and more. It's an interesting technology, but not yet ready. It will be available sometime 2027 to 2030. But what's ready now is everything else that's included in the TWS 4, such as all the codecs added, SBC, AAC, aptX and aptX Adaptive, as well as LC3. And inside the app you can choose what kind of audio resolution you'd actually like to hear, as well as activated dedicated low latency game mode for you gamers out there. What's a bit weird though is that even on iPhone you can choose everything, even though it's not available. Or I misinterpreted something there. Of course, there's also multi-point connection with two devices. You can activate it directly by either the app or holding both touch surfaces on the earbuds for 3 seconds. And the earbuds are also IP55 waterproof, so splashes as well as dust resistance is there. Now what I really like is something that could maybe turn you off in the end, but Sennheiser purposefully left out one of the blandest and, in my opinion, especially on earbuds, most underperforming functions. The spatial audio is nowhere to be seen, and that's great. In my time of testing earbuds and headphones, I came across exactly 2 headphones and I guess 1 earbud in which I like the spatial audio. But right after testing, I never used it once. So to make the bold decision to not include it at all is something I have to actually give respect to Sennheiser. Battery-wise, the TWS4 are also doing something very special, which I haven't seen before. They give you, that's not the special one, 7.5 hours of continuous playback with ANC off, and now the special, and 7 hours with ANC turned on. So it's only half an hour of difference between both modes, while on most other earbuds this regularly halves the listening time. So clearly Sennheiser did something very right here. And yes, the case also gives you wireless charging and 30 hours in total. And if you'd like to prolong the lifespan of your earbuds, you can activate the battery protection that only charges up to 80%, as often seen in smartphones. Let's finish the review off with talking about the microphones and then the, to me, very important part, build quality and design. The mics have slightly changed from what I've seen on the TWS3, with a new row of 6 mics in total that are processed through an, as everyone else, AI voice algorithm to make it clearer. Here's a small example of what a call could sound like. Hello, this is the mic test of the Sennheiser Momentum TWS4, and to my ears this sounds really great and really natural, at least almost. But let's be realistic, it would be weird if they would have sounded anything other than good. And now, finally, design. They almost look identical to the TWS3. And that's great because it's a classical design that differentiates them from every other earbud out there. And the new copper version is gorgeous. I'd love to see more manufacturers go for this color options, and every TWS I could get in this color I adored design-wise. And now for the final touches, the case is still so much more high quality looking than any other earbud case I came across. The feel of the material, which feels virtually the same as the material of the headband of the Momentum Force, is simply said the best out there. So a quick conclusion here, the sound is fantastic, the ANC is great, the features are all there, the mic is great and everything is just on point. If you're on the fence of getting these, I'd say give them a go. I don't regret any of the 300 euros I spent on these. As always, my name is Leech and I'm off writing the next scripts. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to subscribe to this channel. There are plenty more of this type of content and many other things available for you to watch. Have a great day, see you around, and goodbye.